I'm Candace.
And I'm Ripley.
And I'm John.
This is a comic-splaining bonus-ode.
Guest starring Spider-Man!
It's Monday Night Football!
I don't understand why you're doing that instead of editing it over the audio.
I assumed you were just going to put it in post, but
Yeah.
sure.
I don't want to. It's hard. It's not hard, I just don't want to do it.
God. But yeah, this is...
Sure it would, but then...
this is...
I might do it, I don't fucking know.
Oh, God. Welcome to NFL Superpro.
Our Superbowl special.
We haven't actually done one like this before.
Soup or bowl?
This is the first in a short-run series, not just a complete one-off.
I choose bowl.
Superbowl.
Well, for us it is. For bonus-odes, this is the first of its kind. God. I love the superb owl.
Super Bowel.
But anyhow,
That's me every time I eat Taco Bell.
fair. That's also what we have in store for us.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it's not going to be superb. I promise you, it's going to be the opposite. But because
It's
this
going to
is
be
the
Super Bowel.
but because this is the horseshoe curve, we're going to be in sort of the same place on the other end of the horseshoe curve. It's an unfun place.
Okay.
It's a steaming pile of shit. It's not a good shit you get from having tasty Taco Bell.
I disagree.
Taco Bell, not that
That's
tasty,
not-
not worth it.
It's not a good anything.
In 2005, the Chicago Sports Review called it perhaps the worst comic book ever created. Writer Fabian Nisima.
Fabian Niceza? I don't know exactly
I
how
don't-
it's pronounced, but that's how I've
Fabian
always said it.
Niceza
Fabian Niceza.
Uh,
It might be entirely wrong. It might be Necieza or something.
admits he wrote the story basically to gain free NFL tickets. He states that even after 15 years, he receives flack for the comic. Furthermore, NFL Superpro number 6 had to be pulled from shelves because it contained racist content. It pictured Native American Hopis
Why would
as
you-
backwards and hateful.
Don't spoil it!
I don't know.
I mean,
That's
we're
our
not.
sixth Super Bowl
We're
Bowl special!
We're not gonna get to it for 6 years, so
I
I feel
think
like we'll be okay.
I think it's okay. If we're going to do one of these a year, we have 6 years to
I will be
forget.
spoiled in 5 years.
You will not. You won't even remember what happened in this one.
No, I doubt that. I feel like I will probably remember what happened in this one, but you're right that I will forget.
No, they commit a worse crime than that. Actually, you will remember what happens, but they commit worse crimes than not remembering. So, just for the record, what we have here is NFL Superpro, Volume 1, Issue 1. There is no Volume 2.
I'm just waiting for the reboot. They'll bring it back.
October...
I mean, Champions was notoriously bad.
This is from October 1991. Written by Fabian Niceza, penciled by Jose Delbo, inked by Mike DiCarlo. Ooh, I know that name. I'm starting to get familiar with Mike DiCarlo. What the heck?
I'm not familiar with that name
No,
at
from
all.
my stuff.
Gotcha.
Because I've been sticking in the 90s for a while now.
Oh, you've been hanging out in the 90s?
Yeah, because of what I've been doing for the bonus-odes.
Ah,
I recognize
see what
that
you mean.
name from the stuff I've covered.
I don't remember him, but I will try to commit his crimes to memory.
Colors by Bob Sharon. Letters by Jancy Chian?
Janice Chang.
Janice Chang. Blah, 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 Janice Chang. Okay, I flubbed that one good.
Yeah,
and
you did.
Edited by Bob Budiansky.
Bob Dance.
He went from sacking quarterbacks to tackling crime. Guest starring Spider-Man!
Yeah, because it's important to note that at this point in time, what Marvel does is they bring out a terrible book and then they throw either Spider-Man or the X-Men or fucking Cable into it.
Of course.
And then the book is absolutely fucking garbage and tanks about a year later, and then the comic book crash happens because they did it too many fucking times!
This series only ran for 12 issues.
Like I said, about a year.
But it got an annual.
Thank god.
So we have a 13th super volume at the end. It's their Super Bowl special.
I can't wait.
The final boss of football.
So I'm going to read that little bit at the top because that's nearly illegible for everyone.
Okay.
And also, it's actually...
relevant.
It is relevant.
Okay.
Phil Grayfield's career as a pro football player ended soon after it began due to injuries. Now, as a result of a fantastic accident, he has a new career as a super-powered hero who uses his amazing abilities to fight crime and defend the sport he loves from the forces that would seek to corrupt it. For Phil has become NFL Superpro!
Okay, right off the bat, I have questions.
See, I love the fact that I'm really into the idea of someone who's just fighting fucking sports corruption as a superhero.
No, see, my question is, so he had to quit playing football because of injuries, but then he got superpowers and decided to become a superhero instead of playing football?
Of going back to football, yes.
Because presumably, if the injuries aren't stopping him from being a superhero, then they're not stopping him from being a football man anymore.
Yes.
Well, I mean...
Yes, he could have gone back to football. No one would have really questioned it.
But maybe he's just been out of the game too long for anyone to buy it.
Doesn't sound like it from the way this goes, but more likely he's too powerful? Maybe?
They don't have regulations for that.
If he hits another football man, he'll explode.
Yeah. The number on... think of the number that they would have to put on his jersey. It would be too big. They couldn't fit it.
No.
Guess what? Time for a cringe meme.
It's over 9,000! Oh my... I'm sorry, but Phil isn't even the super meat man that we're going to meet later in this issue.
We're talking a lot about meat.
Uh-huh. Welcome to football. There's a lot about meat in football.
All right, I'm going to jot that down in my list of things I know about football.
Okay.
Lots of meat.
Okay, who's this guy who's about to get
Los
assassinated?
Angeles.
That's Grand Moff Tarkin.
Okay, let's get into this thing. Los Angeles, nighttime. A man in crosshairs. A man we can assume to be John Murtaugh, financial wizard, who is really good at multiplying numbers. No, seriously, that's what the comic tells us he's good at. Shame he's doing math for an underworld gambling organization. And now he's going to spill the beans to Johnny Law in order to save his own ass. I am not kidding, guys.
He used his ability of math for evil.
Yes. John Murtaugh is a financial wizard. He can consistently multiply 2 times 2 and come up with 10.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that he's bad at math.
No, so that sounds like less good at math.
Reality warping?
No. Well, I guess that's the funny answer.
We could have that. That's an option. Do not forget that reality warping is an option.
We're reading superhero comics.
He's good at money crimes.
Yes, he's good at money crimes, and now he's turning state's evidence. Or he would if he didn't have that crosshair on him anyway.
Oh, shit. I thought NFL Superpro was taking this war on sports corruption way far.
The man with the gun moves to shoot, but a football player gets in the way. A football player who needs the math genius alive more than the assassin needs him dead.
A football player who has positioned himself directly to get shot in the cock.
Yes, he has.
Okay, but at first, his chest logo is in the crosshairs, and then...
Yeah.
So he just decided to, crouch over to this guy in front of him?
That's not the last time movement is going to be wildly inconsistent.
Okay, but imagine you're in a video game. Would you not do that just to be fucking
walking.
stupid? Just, you crouch over in front of the guy and they go, bah!
Yeah.
Oh, and it seems this football player is so famous that even the assassin knows it's Superpro.
Oh, goddamn, he's got name recognition.
Well...
Maybe he's got a merchandising deal.
He sometimes has name recognition. We'll get there.
He's got good SEO.
This is... Does he, though?
He's got shoulder pads big enough to park a helicopter.
He does have branding. He has branding. He has NFL branding in the crosshairs.
Yeah, it's good that they're not, like, coming after him for that, I guess. I guess he must be, like, a good name.
He's sanctioned by the NFL somehow.
Official NFL superhero. I mean, quite literally. I kind of like this penciling, honestly.
Superpro is, let's say, happy to be recognized by a fan, giving him a personal autograph in the form of a open-handed palm to the face.
Talk to the hand.
The Superpro grabs the assassin and tells him he needs the math guy around so he can prove some sports ball player named Tim Pressman's innocence when it comes to gambling accusations. Unfortunately, a gunshot rings out.
Oh my god, they had an assassin on the assassin.
Oh my god, there's a second shooter from the grassy knoll.
Oh
the
my god.
Superpro looks on as the valet apparently took his own shot at John Murtaugh, seemingly killing him instantly.
Wow.
Our hero pushes the would-be assassin aside, leaps off
he
the
pushed
building.
him off the roof.
Oh, it's that kind of book. It's that kind of book. We'll get there.
I'm so excited.
Just the would-be assassin aside, leaps off the building they were on, slides down a wire not clearly connected to anything, as the valet steals the car he used to get close to the math whiz. Leaping off the wire, the Superpro manages to land on the car's roof, making a sports ball reference in the process.
Oh, he makes a sports pun.
He does. Of course, being completely unstable, the murderous valet starts swerving, and our hero wonders how Daredevil and Spider-Man do this kind of thing every day.
Well, Spider-Man kind of cheats. He's sticky.
He does. He does cheat. While the valet starts telling him to get off his bleeping car.
I love how they wrote the swears in, even though they would have to bleep them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's very funny.
What a mouth on this guy. I'm gonna have to wash it out with a fist.
Not enjoying the swearing, Superpro plans on washing the valet's mouth with a fist. But the valet just shoots him.
And that's the end.
And that's the end.
Thanks
Good
for
night,
coming.
everybody.
How many pages was NFL Superpro?
30...
6.
Yes, it was 6. But the Superpro has vanished. He must have leaped off the car, I guess? Whatever. The comic doesn't care enough about that because, look, it's Spider-Man.
You think he was a running back? Because he's gonna run after that fucking car.
Well, Spider-Man is actually doing Peter Parker work, getting pictures of a crime currently in progress. He likes the cut of Superpro's jib, but there's no way the footballer is going to be able to catch up with the speeding car. Being the nice guy he is, he's going to help.
Time for the obligatory cameo. Or guest appearance, really. It's not a cameo.
We clearly have to be reminded how nice he is, how we're not in New York City, and how Spidey is sort of out of his jurisdiction, and how Peter has patents on his spider tracer, which he's easily able to shoot onto the car currently getting away. More importantly, it lets him take more pictures for his day job, and he can go find the car later. Oh, can I mention that they did a not joke? It's great. Not.
Oh, they did.
They did a not joke.
I thought you said. I thought you were saying like it's a joke, but it's not fucking funny.
No, they did an actual
anti-joke.
not joke.
Like he said something and was like, not.
Yes, he said something and he said not.
Fucking Borat.
Yeah, Borat-ass joking over here. But that was contemporary state-of-the-art humor in 1991.
Can't relate. I was born then.
I was born a year later.
I was born before then. And I remember 1991, and it was fun.
Fun.
Not.
No. Okay.
Well, if we're gonna get another Borat in there, can I get my wife?
My wife!
Who's this lady with the titties?
We don't actually find out.
Damn.
She's wearing the fucking push-up bra of all time.
Anyhow.
I like her hair. It's a soft pink.
It's a shame, because I think this is the only panel she's on.
Damn. I was hoping she's gonna be Superpro's girlfriend.
No, we'll meet her later.
Okay. She'll be much more plain looking.
I mean, she won't be punk.
Okay.
Alright, let us continue.
Anyhow, Superpro is pissed. He fucked up bad, and now he needs to regroup for the next inning. He calls for a ride. In fact, Ken, driving the van, is on the way.
Thank God Ken's coming.
Yeah, Ken in the van. He's got a man in the van. Ken's not just any old Uber either. This is his wheelman.
It's his getaway driver.
Getting picked up, Superpro wishes he had the confidence to actually stick around when the cops show up. All while Spidey watches.
Spidey could tell you, don't bother.
Yeah, he could tell you that.
I really like the art on this book, actually. I think
do
it
too.
looks pretty good.
Yeah, the art is decent, except for the fact that it doesn't care where its people are a lot of the times. It doesn't care about positioning at all. So people just move in impossible ways.
No spatial awareness.
Yes.
So it's bad visual storytelling, but it looks nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's bad visual storytelling, but the art team on this could have made something good. They made this instead.
But Fabian's got Foobaw tickets.
Yes, he's got to have his football tickets. He needs his football.
Fabian's got football games to go to.
Yeah, and Spider-Man is watching all of this. And Peter's thought bubbles make it clear that Superpro has some kind of partner and that he can relate. What with the fact that he's married and all.
Sure.
What's more, it seems like Peter really is out here on his day job and just decided to be Spider-Man for reasons?
He does that. That tracks. He'll do that without thinking at all of, hey, so that's like gonna look really weird, right?
No one's ever gonna figure out who
Yeah.
you are because...
Why is Spider-Man in London? That's totally where Spider-Man hangs out, right?
Yeah, why is... wait, didn't Peter Parker just go to London?
He's on vacation.
Okay, but I need to draw what the fuck is this parallel you're drawing? You know what's much like my wife having a getaway driver?
I mean...
That's exactly like being married.
I mean, relationships.
Not bad. Superpro has a partner who helps him out. That's good. Reminds me of how tough things were for me before I had my wife, Mary Jane, to confide in.
My wife.
He really did. Peter, you really are doing the full Borat. What the hell? Meanwhile, cameraman Ken Reed drives his dejected friend Phil Grayfield back to their hotel. I didn't write that line. Blame Fabian Niceza for that, meanwhile.
Well, at least now I get to know how he knows Ken.
Phil the Superpro is getting a kind of a pep talk from Ken the cameraman / wheelman as Ken changes out of his Superpro outfit, which I cannot stress enough is just a football uniform. The two talk about Phil's day job, being a sports reporter, and how Phil's trying to clear Tim Preston's name. There's plenty of back and forth. Without Murtaugh, this is really going to be an uphill battle. They end up back at the hotel, and Phil calls it a night. Getting pissed off at his keycard for his hotel room.
I mean, who can't relate?
Yeah, they never should have given up keys. He realizes he needs to calm down and puts in a phone call to a woman in a very short nightie.
Just hang out in a teddy.
Yeah. Now, it's possible this isn't Jane Dixon, newscaster, but it was the early 90s, and this is Jane Dixon's house, so it's probably her. And she even knew it would be Phil, too. The two get to talking about the pressman job, but this is really more to settle Phil's nerves than anything.
And he just needs to hear his lady talk.
Yeah, his lady.
She looks exactly how I thought she was going to look.
That's fair. He would never date someone like
Pig hair lady.
Like that.
Me hanging out in my nightie eating a snack for no reason.
But my sexy negligee.
But this pink-haired lady out on the town is probably far more interesting. And she's probably having a far more interesting night, too.
I think for sure she's having a more interesting night.
Than this woman who's having, what, milk and cookies?
Jesus Christ.
In a nightie? Look at her. She's got cookies.
I don't understand why she's wearing the fucking nightie.
I don't know.
Honey, he's not home. You could wear a big t-shirt.
You knew he wasn't.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
I saw this page, and I knew this was gonna be an event. We are left with Phil, alone in his thoughts, enjoying the kind of woman who can get a jab in before he can return the favor. They are fucking, right?
Assumedly.
That's what he means by part-time gal pal, doesn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Still, his mind wanders to how weird his life has gotten.
I can't hear gal pal without thinking about fucking Chris Chan.
Oh my God.
No. Oh yeah, this is properly cursed. I mean, we are given what we're looking at. We're in it. We're in the cursed zone.
Okay, proceed.
And it's still, his mind wanders onto how weird his life has gotten. And so, we get his origin story. After a career-ending injury, Phil became a sports writer, and his first story was to interview Rudy Custer, a recluse collector of odd sports memorabilia. Sports memorabilia that included a prototype NFL uniform? Well, Mr. Custer's collection seemed to have drawn the wrong kind of attention. The kind of attention that tied Phil up, left him for dead, gave him a quote-unquote once-in-a-lifetime chemical combination that gave him enhanced athletic abilities, strength, and agility. So I guess he just stole the prototype uniform on the way out, because...
Apparently the other guy wasn't going to need it.
The other guy isn't even part of the same story. Because that's...
No, I mean,
Custer.
yeah.
Yes, Custer's not...
General Custer.
Yes, General Custer over there isn't going to need the prototype NFL uniform that he had in his collection, or...
Yeah, little bighorn happened here and left his fucking house on fire.
After his, quote-unquote, baptism by fire against some kind of steroid monster, one that ended with said monster's death, which he already had the uniform by then, that's when he decided to be a hero, and heroes do more than fight crime. They help people before they get into trouble.
Okay, so... I know I'm getting very frustrated with this goddamn book, but why aren't we seeing this story? This seems way more interesting.
Oh, because then this wouldn't be about sports corruption.
Okay, yeah.
I think steroids could be about sports corruption.
That's true.
Steroids could very well be about sports corruption.
But...
we have a whole world of sports-related crimes
But yes,
we could get into.
This is it. This is the origin story. It's not even covering the whole page.
Jesus fucking Christ. I want to hear about these other fucking stories.
No.
I want Superpro's fucking origin rather than just being like, oh yeah, that happened.
No.
Info dump.
No, info dump. It's just going to be one big info dump. Sorry, guys. We're just going to have to move on from there.
Alright.
Meanwhile, in the palatial Beverly Hills estate of mob boss Marco Sanzionere.
Marco Sanzionere.
I'm a bit the buyer.
It seems someone else is unhappy with the potty mouth that the valet turned murderer turned mobster, but not in that order, possesses.
I can tolerate a murderer. I can tolerate a criminal, but a potty mouth?
Yeah, it seems Marco doesn't like potty mouths.
I like his ponytail.
And the murderer's name is Edison, and he was sent to collect a tape Murtaugh had in his right breast pocket. Marco may or may not be a mob boss, but he will not have swearing, and he will not have complications, especially not of the super variety, especially not when he's having pressmen whacked. But still, he wants to know more about Superpro.
Jesus Christ, this man is a mountain of muscle.
You haven't met the most mountain of muscle yet.
Sorry, he tells his guy to go to the library to find out about Superpro.
I'm assuming his library, not like the public library.
Okay, I think either one doesn't make sense.
No.
Because...
he doesn't know about Superpro,
Is there a lot of material out there on Superpro?
Maybe he is sending him to the public library. Go look through the microfiche, see if
Right.
you can find anything.
God, the microfiche. Oh no. At the L.A. County Courthouse, the grand jury arraignment of Tim Pressman continues, and Phil tries to tell Ken how to get coverage, which is funny considering that Phil's the rookie here.
Right.
Just as it happens, Peter Parker goes by, here to cover the same case, and the two heroes do notice each other, with Peter actually recognizing Phil from ESPN of all things.
I wouldn't take him as a sports watcher, but okay.
More than that, That means he springs for Cable.
Well, his wife is actually, at this point, I think, on a soap opera. So maybe it's not a cable soap opera.
Well, you know, in 1991, cable was actually worth something.
Yeah.
So.
True. But finally, we see Pressman, who is being asked a wall of questions while effectively being a slab of meat carved into a man.
Do you mean that's not the same guy from the last page?
No, it's not.
That's
this
an
is
entirely different man
This
mustache.
is an entirely
With the
different...
same haircut.
No.
But a different
He
mustache.
believe it or not, he has a different haircut.
It looks the same.
Give it a
He has
panel
a
and you'll
ponytail.
see
Okay.
the additions.
Okay, I'll believe you. I believe you.
He has a different haircut, I promise.
Okay,
I
go
believe
ahead.
you.
Oh
my God.
Holy
shit.
I told you!
You did.
I-
You were warned.
I did
That's
not...
a choice.
I warned you guys!
Okay.
He doesn't just have the ponytail.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay.
I thought it was a fucking flat top.
You'd
Okay.
think that from the front, but from the
But
back.
it's okay, so for our listeners.
Okay.
Since there's not gonna be a video
Yeah.
version of this.
This is... Yeah, go ahead.
So it's like, imagine a mullet, but in a ponytail, and also the
With
line
strict separation.
strict separation. The line between the party in the front and the party in the back and the business in front is like an inch of bald head.
Yes. Apparently, this is an appropriate hairstyle for a footballer.
A strictly segregated mullet.
I mean, I did notice that earlier. I noticed that Ken's like his little detail thing
did
went
notice.
all the way around, but I was more willing to accept that.
Yeah. I mean, it kind of went a little better with his hairstyle.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't usually do that, but that's a choice.
You get to see it again.
I might have to post that on Twitter just so people can see it.
There are reasons. Pressman starts to deny the allegations for the cameras, while Peter's spidey sense starts to go off, telling him something bad is coming from behind them. After last night's shenanigans, he decides it's better to change, and as Spider-Man, he follows his sense to yet another assassin.
The lettering in this panel is really bad.
Yeah.
There was a clear, better way you could have done that.
There were
Oh,
better
yeah.
ways this could have been done. They did not do that. They
Just
did not...
fucking write a line the better, for Christ's sake. Or put the I below and just ignore the blank space.
Mhm.
Nah.
Alright, this is a ding against the art team.
Spider-Man settles the assassin with the worst quip I have ever personally heard. One about how the assassin should be shooting people on the freeway.
What the fuck, Peter? That's not even funny. That's like just kind of
That
dark
doesn't
and
even
shitty.
make sense.
Which startles the man with the gun, which in turn sets the gun off.
Great.
This would-be assassin also swears,
Of
and
course.
Peter seems to
Oh
disapprove
god, don't
of
you
swearing.
let that fucking mobster hear you.
And off the failed assassin goes, over the roof, over the edge,
Over
and
the
missed,
river and through the woods.
and missed by Peter's webbing.
Oh no. Yeah.
Yeah,
Missed me. Yeah, okay, great.
we watch the man fall in horror, landing with a body-breaking thwump.
Oh my god.
Ah.
He's dead.
Yeah, okay, this
Peter,
comic is a little dark.
Peter, you just killed a man. You know
He
that,
didn't
right?
kill him.
No, but you could have saved him. You had the ability to do it. We
That's
know you
not
did.
Well,
fault.
it's not.
That's in no way his fault.
It's not the first time that's ever happened to him.
Yeah.
Guess we're referencing times he's...
Look, a guy runs off a roof. It's not Peter's fucking fault for not fucking catching him.
Okay. I'm putting this one on Peter. I'm sorry, but I blame him for this.
You're allowed to.
You're allowed to, but you're wrong.
Peter even has more things on his mind. Like how
well.
the dead assassin was going to kill Pressman. Well, it's a good thing Peter has his patented spider tracer on the car earlier. Otherwise, he'd have nothing to follow now.
Oh, is that Edison? Oh, it is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him.
Well, you could tell because he keeps cursing.
Yeah, okay. Oh, the cursing was a plot point.
It was a plot point. I didn't catch that until later. We switch back to Phil, who recognizes the dead assassin, as the man who killed Murtaugh, which makes him Edison, yes. Making this man 1 for 2 on assassinations. Not a great record.
And now he's dead.
His hairstyle looks
improve.
even stupider from afar.
And the meat man and his terrible hairstyle.
Oh God.
He needs to get in touch with Odin and get one of them fucking hats.
But it's clear Pressman's life is in even more danger unless Superpro can do something about it. And I'm gonna pause because this got me wondering, because I'm a little confused here.
Yeah, that's been about the cut of this book.
Isn't Pressman just being accused of being involved in gambling? Sure, Murtaugh was going to turn state's evidence, but what does Pressman have against Marco? Why does the mob boss want him dead? Yeah, I just drove a truck through a plot hole on this one.
Yeah, well, there are several directions you can go from that plot hole once you drive through the bitch.
Maybe the mob boss is involved in the gambling.
Well, assumably that's why Murtaugh was dead.
Okay. The guy doesn't have Pressman on his fantasy football team, and he wants to win.
Oh God, I just solved the
I don't know how fantasy football works.
I just realized something.
It works just like that. Don't worry about it.
There's an answer here, but the comic will never suggest it, and I won't.
Is it that Pressman's actually crooked?
Yes,
that's kind of where my brain.
That's actually
went.
it. That's the only thing that makes sense.
I started thinking about it's like, why is he trying to kill Pressman? And then I was also thinking about it's like, well, if he killed the other guy, why does he need to kill Pressman? If Pressman's just some guy who's in trouble, what does he have anything to do with?
Yeah, we follow the Superpro so much as he tries to save Pressman.
So he's kind of naive.
He might be.
He's either naive or he had a few too many football blows.
Could very well be.
At his mansion later that night, Peter's patented spider tracer did his job perfectly. And now it seems he's caught some hired goons headed off on a job. This seems like the job for another patented spider tracer. No, Peter's here to rifle around the place he's already at, not to head to a secondary location.
You're getting me to no secondary location.
However, we are headed to a secondary location as we follow the hired goons, who turn out to be decked in low-light assault gear. They try to keep things quiet, but it doesn't much matter as the Superpro goes long on the down and gets upset at the lack of recognition in the process. Apparently his SEO is not as good as he thought, because these guys don't know who the fuck he is.
They were even supposed to be trying to figure out who the fuck he was. He even had that guy, Googling him.
Yeah, you'd think the goons hired by the mob boss who wants to know more about Superpro would know who the fuck Superpro is. He would have
bothered to say, hey, watch out for the crazy fucking football freak.
Yeah, you'd think that, but that's not what happens here. No, he just,
I didn't want to tell him to watch out for the crazy fucking football freak. He was afraid they were going to shoot his flat top guy.
Oh my God.
He makes it clear that the name is Superpro.
Wow, he's so cool.
He even threatens to spell it out for one of the goons.
Why did those guys just run away? Is he so scary?
He's so scary.
He even threatens to spell it out for one of the goons, but instead he goes for a line drive, sending the goon through a window.
After realizing he can't spell super. No, he's a reporter. I should be nicer than that.
No, he's a sports reporter. He doesn't have rights.
Wow, mean.
I'm only taking this from the sports reporter I follow, John Boyce, who also thinks sports reporters are trash.
Okay, fair. Calls coming from inside the house.
Yes. He's a sports reporter. I love his work. I don't care about sports. That should tell you something.
Hell yeah.
Phil goes to make sure the goon is down when he hears the sound of a missile launcher and is surprised just how serious these goons are.
So they put on all this stealth gear
and
to
then
go fire a fucking missile.
Yes, inside a house.
Brilliant.
Uh-huh.
Well, they're not paid for their brains.
It turns out missile launchers aren't great for hearing because the goon with one gets tackled from behind quite easily.
Missile launcher has a laser sight.
Oh my god.
No,
So you could be
no.
precise.
No, that missile launcher doesn't.
Oh, it's
The
a gun.
gun.
Okay.
Wait,
Okay.
but hold on. Phil makes it clear these goons aren't going to get their shot against Pressman, not as long as Superpro is on the case.
He's got tackle skills. That makes sense.
Mhm. But the goons have night vision goggles, and with the lights out, the goon upstairs is off a murdering.
How could he be off a murder and Pressman safe?
Pressman comes down a set of stairs, looking as meat slabby as ever, and threatens that he has a gun. But a laser sight targets his head, and the Superpro is only barely able to move Pressman out of the way before a grenade misses them both.
Okay, sir, somebody just fired a fucking missile inside your house. I think you'd be justified to just shoot the motherfucker.
That's fair.
I'm sorry, so the grenade launcher has a laser sight?
No, the
gun
gun
has.
with the grenade launcher mounted on the bottom has a laser sight.
As we all know, guns
What
are...
they do?
Hey, when you're doing like dark night work, they sometimes do.
I don't...
Dark Knight work.
As opposed to, like, night work.
Yes, exactly. But the funny thing is, he fired a grenade at Pressman.
Right.
Oh.
He fired it.
He did, didn't he?
He did.
Gotta draw a bead on him, make sure I don't fucking miss.
With a grenade.
That's what I was trying to fucking say!
Okay, I see what you mean.
But you know, the gun. It makes sense that the gun would have the laser sight. It doesn't make sense that he didn't fire a fucking grenade at Pressman.
No.
Luckily, Superpro is real good at tackles.
And apparently, it just makes Phil
What?
mad. As he explains, with both words, fists, and feet, that explosive shells aren't nearly as effective as close combat. No, explosive shells are just scary. That's all they are.
Disagree.
And when the goon with the grenade launcher finally gives up, he gets chucked out a window too.
Okay. So he just explodes for no reason?
No, that's the grenade going off.
Did he get tackled into the grenade? Why is he so close to the grenade? Why did he not back off?
Did I mention that this has very bad placement? in
You
the art?
did. I have no idea what's
Ripley's
happening in
losing
this
it.
fucking
I
panel.
told you this look, it looks pretty for the most part, but the positioning is god awful.
Yeah.
This whole thing, like,
He's now got this guy by the throat where
Yeah.
he was just like kicking him in the fucking nuts before.
somehow he's just able to do these things.
I would assume there's some kind of transition there that we don't necessarily need to see.
As it happens, Peter Parker is on the case here finally. He's still dressed as Spider-Man, but doing the work of Peter Parker, cameraman.
God, you are so useful, Peter.
Yeah! He's glad the Superpro took care of things, but at least he can take some sweet pics. And as for Phil, he actually stayed around. Talking to Pressman, it's clear that these goons should be enough to clear his name in the court case, but without the evidence from Murtaugh, he's going to be seen as guilty in the eyes of the public. Well, having time is better than doing time, and that's what matters. But now, I'm starting to think he's actually guilty, so... So, yeah, that was issue 1.
What are you trying to say right
This
now?
sound effect at the top of
I
the
see.
sound of the glass.
Chaka Kashkusht.
Shaka Kasht. The sound glass makes when a guy gets thrown through it.
Yeah.
That's exactly what it sounds like. I hear it all the time, just chaka-kosh.
I do like...
Why are you breaking so much glass?
I do kind of dig how chill the LAPD is about a weirdo in a football outfit.
They've seen weirder.
I'm sure they have, but why aren't... but it's impressive they're not just arresting the man for being involved.
Existing.
Yeah. Or maybe they recognize him from ESPN as well.
Maybe they think he's filming a movie.
But yeah, that's our issue. What'd you think?
-10.
I had problems with it.
Did ya?
The art I liked the art.
Okay.
That problem with the continuity you mentioned was a problem. That problem with why is this not the origin of Superpro is a problem.
That's a big problem. Yeah,
Um,
I kind of hate that part. Although I love the weird steroid monster apparently that drove him to finally become the Superpro. Also,
I like that we have a guest starring from Spider-Man, and he just
He
doesn't
does nothing.
he does nothing, and he doesn't even interact with Phil really.
no,
They're
he
just
doesn't.
kind of like in the same space very briefly.
And he's doing Peter Parker work the whole time.
They have nothing to do with any of that, so that was really cool.
And I dig how Superpro had a once-in-a-lifetime chemical combination that they never explained.
So, I guess I get from that was that the bad guys were trying to, like, poison him or kill him with
but
something.
They left him tied up, and they burned the place down. And somehow he got superpowers.
Somehow all the fumes from all the different plastics made him super.
Yes.
They tried to leave me for dead, but a once-in-a-lifetime chemical... Okay, so no, it wasn't the goons who gave him the chemicals, so where the fuck did the chemicals come from?
I'm telling you, burning plastic.
Burning sports memorabilia did this. Somehow, all the burning sports memorabilia... Like, you have some film stock next to him.
I see that.
So
Which burns really good.
Yeah.
It does.
And also the fumes are terrible.
Films do burn good. I know that from Inglourious Basterds.
I was just thinking that.
No, I actually knew that before because there are huge swaths of film history missing because the fucking warehouse caught on fire.
Yeah, that is a thing. All film reel between 1940 and 1945 are just gone.
Pretty much.
All films before 1930, the only versions we have of that are copies people kept themselves.
Yep. Yeah, there's still some stuff, but there's a lot of lost media from early film.
Yes, that's just film. And apparently that and whatever other weird cheap plastic crap that General Custer over there was keeping.
That's what happens when you burn an army of bobbleheads.
Oh
Yes,
my God.
you get superpowers.
Note for people at home, try that. That works.
Uh-huh. And then maybe try fighting a steroid monster and see how that treats you.
Okay.
If you like it, become a superhero.
When I saw this page first, I genuinely thought that was, like, the Blob, and it was just really fucked up looking.
Okay, when I looked at this a second ago, I thought that these guys were just watching this fucking fight happening. I didn't draw the line up the panel.
Yeah, the paneling is really weird.
I told you the spatial
these
positioning
guys like, hey,
of this book is terrible.
Look at
It's
this shit
non-existent.
going on over here. Isn't that wild?
That's weird.
Paneling
Anyway,
in
look
this-
at this fucking football suit.
Look, the art is not bad, but the layout is god-awful.
There are issues with this book, but there's honestly stuff I like and stuff that shows some promise.
Unfortunately,
I know that promise isn't going anywhere, but...
Yeah, and this is legendarily bad, and I suspect this isn't the worst. I've looked forward. The next one isn't even as funny.
I'm gonna judge it for what it is, and judge it for itself rather than making it responsible for everything else, and say -4.5.
Okay.
I know I was being very generous,
That's
but
very generous. So,
That's pretty generous.
I'm intrigued by the concept of sports crimes.
see, I'm not sure if the plot hole I found is meant to be there at all. That's the thing. I'm not sure if, at the end of this, we're supposed to think, this man is a criminal who is being covered by a sports...
We're gonna have to read more Superpro to find out if he's
I've
really
read more
crooked.
Superpro. I don't know if he comes... I haven't read all of it, but I don't know if he ever gets back to the story.
I hope so. I'm looking forward to this motherfucker with his terrible fucking hairstyle.
That is inconsistent.
Looking forward to it.
I'm giving it a -10 specifically because of Pressman's hair.
That's fair. That's fair. I'm giving it a -8 because I don't know if this storyline, this plot hole I found is meant to be
Yeah,
there.
you know, I'm gonna drop it down another to like 6 because that plot hole is a fucking mess.
Because what? The only reason the mob boss is trying to kill the sports baller is if the sports baller is guilty.
Right, if he's actually crooked, but like He's actually
If he's actually crooked, then
why not just send him down?
Then Superpro just did a bad by helping an actual criminal.
Well, yeah, but if he doesn't know, it's not like
I know, but
he could have done anything different.
He could have.
He was trying to be a good guy.
I know, he was trying to be a good guy,
to help one of his buddies.
Yeah, but then it's just an old boys club.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, but if your friend was having some shit, you wouldn't try and help him?
I'd wonder why mob assassins are coming after him.
I would probably be concerned about that, but like...
I'd help him, but then I'd ask, well,
right.
so why is a mob
I would
boss
hear
trying
the
to kill
motherfucker out.
I have a theory.
Okay.
Maybe Pressman is like the fall guy for something, but because he's gonna be getting off, they're like, all right, we gotta get rid of this motherfucker now.
Oh, he was gonna take the fall all along, but that fucking tape,
right,
could have absolved him if, Banker Man, the man who can't multiply.
The man who got killed by a valet.
Mm-hmm.
If he lets it leak to the press, Pressman will be off the hook.
Yeah, but now that man is dead and the
twice
tape...
in one sentence.
God, this is such a convoluted story. And I don't think it's meant to be. It's a stupid sports ball hero story.
I'm looking forward to it.
Football tickets.
Yes.
I have a whole year to wait to see what happens to
I
Pressman.
think you're going to be disappointed by the next one.
Probably.
I think I won't remember enough to be disappointed.
No, you'll still be disappointed.
So,
I've looked ahead.
So, happy Super Bowl.
Yes.
I don't know who's playing. We don't watch football.
We don't.
Yeah, all I know is
the Lions aren't playing. They came close to getting into the
that's all
finals.
I know.
Yeah.
But they didn't do it because Seattle won.
Yes, so that's who won. My stepdad mentioned someone else won a game.
My mom was talking about it the other day when we were out to eat.
My clients at work talk about football a lot, but I don't absorb any of the information.
I could probably talk some football. I do pay attention to a sports writer or two, but that's just because they make good content.
The only sport I like is hockey. Really. There are other sports, but that's the only one I would sit down and watch.
Like, scoreagami is cool, but I don't actually want to watch football, which is used to make scoreagami.
I have no idea what that is, but let's wrap this up before you can tell me. We're going to be back at you next month. I don't think we have anything planned this time.
We could, can we find something for Valentine's Day?
Oh, we could romance in the air.
Is there anything
Why did I say that like Dracula? We'll look into it and see what we can find you.
Or Black History Month.
That's true.
No!
Yeah, that is. But that could go badly. That could go very badly.
Yeah.
That's more likely to go badly.
Well, I think that would kind of be the point.
It depends on how it goes badly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm a little too white to be making fun of some of the badness.
I'm just concerned that if I'm going to read a book that's going to be funny, it's going to be funny because it's going to be bad, but it's going to be bad because it's not going to portray black people very well.
Yeah. And I think I'm a little too white to tackle a book like that.
All right, fair.
We'll figure this out later.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to be back at you next month with whatever the fuck we find.
Yes.
Yes.
And we look forward to talking to you then. Bye.
Bye.